Judge Ralph Zarefsky will make that presentation. Judge, can you please come forward? I got a kick out of the fact that when we were congregating before the lunch out in the foyer, the photographer had the presence of mind to capture my clerk, Ilene, and me at the side of the foyer where the drinks were being served. And I think he meant to encapsulate the fact that it truly was the bench meeting the bar. So much of what a judge does leaves somebody grumpy. Somebody is dissatisfied when they leave the proceedings. And so it's a very nice situation to be able to address a group of lawyers where at least what I say will not leave people leaving this room unhappy. Now, perhaps later when Judge Collins and Judge McCoy talk to you about the rather dreary state of affairs in the courts, you might feel differently, but that at least will not be as a result of what we say today. When I came out of law school in the mid-1970s, I quickly learned that there were really two categories of clerks, at least at that point. In the first category, you found clerks who thought that they had a duty, or perhaps even a right, undivided, inalienable, even divine, to obstruct. Their purpose, they felt, was to make things difficult for counsel, and even though they pretended that they were doing the bidding of their judges, you just knew that what they were really about was enhancing their own egos and trying to make counsel realize that they, not counsel, were in charge. We all encountered clerks like that in our career. I like to think that there aren't so many of them anymore. There was a second category of clerks, however, and in that second category you found clerks who were helpful and efficient. They could be all business, but they were not antagonistic, and they saw it as their duty to be a proper interface between the court and between the litigants and the public. Of course, the federal clerk we honor today, my clerk Ilene Bernal, has always fallen into that second category of clerks. She began, as I did in the mid-1970s. At that time, she was working for Judge William Gray, a beloved member of the federal district bench. She served him well, and she has continued to serve our court well for more than 30 years, the last 12 and a half of which have been in my court. The commendation which the clerk's office gave her states that she brings energy and enthusiasm to all her endeavors, and she does. It states that she is always courteous and fair to pro se litigants and to counsel, and she is. It states that she has a knowledge base far exceeding the responsibilities of her office, and she does. It does not say, but it is implicit, that she does all those things while doing the same things that benefit the court and its staff. The scheduling, the management of the paper flow or electronic mail flow, however we wish to characterize it today. She puts down in the court minutes what I meant to say, even if I didn't exactly say it that way. She arranges the court reporters and the marshals and the interpreters and does all the myriad kinds of things which may not be so transparent to the attorneys in the room, but are obvious to every judge who sits here today. You know, they call this the Clerk of the Year award, and that's really kind of a misnomer. Ilene hasn't done anything differently this year than she's done every year. I mean, it's not like we ask well, has Bynum played well enough this year to make the All-Stars? We don't do that. We really should call this, it's more like, a Lifetime Achievement Award, because it is the slow accretion of trust and confidence and confidence that has occurred day by day and year by year that causes the bar to bestow this award this year on my clerk, Ilene Bernal. So I'm very happy on behalf of the bar and on behalf of the district court to ask Ilene to join me at the podium to receive the Clerk of the Year award for this year. Thank you very much.
While we have our applause hands all warmed up, let's take just a minute to acknowledge the largest turnout of bench officers ever in the history of this event. Let me